The candlelight grows dim within the dark throne room. The sounds of battle can be heard echoing off of stone walls. The muffled shouts and screams of men and women ring out beyond the doors to the large room. The heavy wooden doors stand barricaded by tables, rolled-up tapestries, and metal braziers. The room itself seems bare and cold as the darkness begins to encroach further. Sitting in the middle of the large, ornate rug that covers the floor is a man and a woman. They embrace as the echoing cacophony grows louder outside. His face is bloodied and bruised, with a bandage across his left eye, slowing the flow of blood which seeps slowly through the fibers. His dry, cracked lips form a smile. Standing in macabre contrast to his battered visage, he leans in and whispers to the woman. She turns her head towards the barricaded door and then back to look at him. She nods slowly and leans down, planting a kiss on his sweat-stained forehead. The man winces. A single tear rolls down his cheek, mixing with the blood and dirt as it falls to the floor. They pull each other close as the sounds of battle come closer and closer. In an instant, the sound ceases. The screams of combat and the clanging sounds of weapons and armor stop as if deafened by some greater being. The silence lasts only for a moment, however, as a blinding light bursts through the windows and corridors, bringing with it a deafening chorus of war, anger, and malice. The two figures clutch each other tightly as the light and sound wash over the throne room. It moves into and throughout every crack and crevice in the stonework, finally coalescing around them before crashing down like a great tidal wave, intent on sweeping them away forever. As the light fades, silence returns. The throne room sits empty as the last flaming candle sputters and goes out. My Lanta, here we are, Campaign Notes Podcast, episode 7.
I was kind of waiting on my Lanta.
Yeah, I think you're already running out.
Yeah.
No, I've got plenty in the tank.
My podcast. Oh, wait, we already did that one. Fuck.
After the one last week with Oh My Fair Ladies and Gentlemen,
yeah,
I wanted to take it back to something more simple, a simpler time.
You dial it back so then you can rev it back up.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a classic strategy.
So, welcome back to the table, everybody. It is episode 7. We are the Campaign Notes Podcast. As always, I am Sam, your dungeon master, joined as always by my table of lovely adventurers and these 4. So, so
He's talking about you, the listener.
Let's start.
Oh, wow.
Descending in alphabetical order. Go.
Oh, God.
Hi, my name's Zach Zachary.
I was saying, this is easy for me.
And I'll be playing Zozramon.
Yeah, by character name or by player name?
Are we going by first name, last name, character name, player name?
First real name.
We're missing some arguments.
Okay. So that's going to be me then.
Yes, you.
Sorry, I wasn't really listening. I kind of zoned out. My name's Andrew Nicholson. I'm going to be playing Ozramon.
Oh, yeah, it is me.
Keeping them on their toes.
We've revealed ourselves to not know the alphabet.
I'm recovering from a concussion. I am JP Dasher playing Cyrus Cod.
We're glad he's here.
Yeah.
Matthew Weber playing Rusam Jekrevic.
And finally, Ross Frady playing Kresh.
All right. I'm glad you all could make your way back to the table.
Thank you.
I'm glad you made it safely here.
I'm actually Skyping in from Antarctica.
Wow. What a
that
good
doesn't
joke.
make any sense. I'm looking right at you, Ross.
And hey, if you're in Antarctica and you have a Wi-Fi connection, check out the Campaign Notes Podcast website at campaignnotespodcast.com. Hit us an email at campaignnotespodcast@gmail.com and check out through our website, our Twitter and Instagram at Campaign Notes Podcast. Hashtag CamNotePod.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
As soon as you said hashtag, I was like, let's just see what he says.
Let's see where this one goes.
I'm curious.
Let's see what he says
Yeah.
next.
Wait, let's just let the hashtags.
I don't know.
occur
Yeah.
organically.
Y'all invent a hashtag if you want it. We don't know how to do it.
Yeah, Mom, if you're listening, come up with a hashtag.
Just in case, though,
Use a pound sign.
shout out to McMurdo Station in the Antarctic.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
If one of you down there is listening to us,
They got like 4,000 people. There's a good chance.
Hey, we appreciate your listenership.
Bigger than I thought.
Our main goal for this has been to get one listener on every continent.
That's right.
so it could be you.
It could be you.
And so far, we've got one continent.
So last time, y'all went through the Apprentice Day Festival.
Nothing really happened.
Nothing really happened.
at all?
You did a little bit of sailing. Mm-hmm. You sailed alongside some different crews that were participating in the Apprentice Day, and
They
you
were
ended
Like
up.
a nice afternoon sail. It's
Yeah,
very peaceful.
you
They
took
were
a
so much
really
more
peaceful-
aggressive than we were.
Oh, you could have been, you could have not been, but here you are, and you didn't been.
We were nice and subtle, just commanding people to walk off the side of their boats and stuff. They were
Completely
like throwing
screw
fire
up
and shooting
6
arrows.
turns.
We did what we needed to, and we won.
Yeah.
It was true.
That's the good thing is we weren't too. I feel like we weren't too aggressive about
didn't
it. We
burn
were
any
like just
bridges.
aggressive enough to be effective.
Well, and one of the most aggressive crews blew up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not even halfway through the course.
So it gets that's there's like some allegory there.
They
if you
they
really want.
sailed off into the sunset and exploded.
And so, having completed it and winning first prize, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
You went up to receive your reward and were interrupted by a gentleman claiming that he was going to aid in the reclamation of Pradzia for his crew, essentially,
Yeah.
for the homeland. And so after explaining his plan, y'all are just kind of stood up on the podium holding your sacks of gold, standing beside Goomp holding his ship in a bottle, looking at the governor who looks aghast.
Wait, it's
At
actually
this
his?
interruption.
Is it his ship in the bottle, or is it a ship in the bottle?
They knew it.
That's what I'm saying. Did they make 4 of these?
It's
like
a
the
ship in
Oscars,
the
they
bottle
made
that
4 of them.
No, it's
possesses
just a
you
ship in a
pennant.
Are they 3 other ships in
Is
the
this
bottle?
the
No.
the end of like a shitty movie where the whole world's in the snow globe kind
Yes.
of?
Yeah.
Hey, Krampus was good.
Saint elsewhere.
I thought would say, yeah. Okay.
Cemetery Man is the original.
Spoilers.
Thank you very much.
No, it's none of that.
Okay.
Damn.
It's just a ship in a bottle.
Okay.
Jesus, y'all.
And so
My hopes are ruined.
So yeah, the mood is the governor. He said he's aghast. He's
yeah. I'm aghast.
oh God, my aghastness.
Guards, take this man into custody.
Oh Jesus.
And you see Elliston just kind of hold out his hands in the universal sign for "Gone, take me in." Then,
So Elliston's just rolling with the punches. He's
yeah,
Hey, fuck it. Here I go.
take me in, gentlemen.
Ozermon is going to kind of look at the 3 others and hand wave them into like a little speaking circle and say, "Gentlemen, we are in grave danger right now. I don't know who this gentleman is, but they clearly know who we are. And no matter what happens right now, I think we need to get out of here."
We need to get the book back from Goomp
Yes,
first.
we need to get the book off of the boat.
We do have a job to complete.
Is the book on the boat? I thought we just gave it to Goomp.
No, Goom's got it.
Goomp has it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Goom's standing on the.
We gave it to Goomp. I don't know if he left it in the thing. Yeah, sure.
Kresh, go get the book from Goomp.
I'd say walk over to Goomp. Goomp, my friend. Is there any
won, Crash.
We did win. But
a day of victory.
I'm very excited for you. You
And he strikes a pose.
you are having
Dragon Ball Z.
the time of your life, I'm sure. But also the good luck charm that Rusam gave you. We kind of need that back.
Oh, of course, I kept it safe in the back of my shirt, the safest place.
As everyone knows,
as we
yes.
all know.
It's just drenched with goop.
I was waiting for Goomp to just be like,
Oh, crap.
And then it cuts to a book floating out in the ocean somewhere.
I stored it on arson ship.
That was a very bad idea.
I didn't think it would go up in flames.
No good.
But no, he hands you the book still wrapped in its oilskin.
Thank you, Goomp. I'm afraid we can't stick around for the festivities immediately after the our victory. We must get going. But once again, congratulations. It was a absolute pleasure to help you win.
Anytime you need help with ship crash, you come to me. Now they will call me Journeyman Goomp.
Absolutely, Goomp. Will do.
Yeah.
It does have a ring to it.
And as Crash walks away, Goomp is just like flexing to no one in
flexing at
particular.
everybody.
Yeah.
Rusam will walk over to him and
I won. Suck it.
Just the DX.
Rusam going to very heartily shake his hand. Thank you very much, my friend, for all of your hard work today.
Yes, thank you for running sales.
You've crafted a beautiful ship.
Thank you.
And if there's any trouble, I want you to find us. You know that. We will be more than happy to help if there is trouble.
I have whistle I will blow.
Yes, good.
And the whistle goes, Rusam, help me.
It's his voice just magnified.
It's just screaming.
It's really just him yelling through his hand.
Yeah.
He's got an old cassette player with a speaker on it.
Yeah.
And he's been recording his thought. Diary day 25. Met new friends. This could be the start of something great. Sure hope no one interrupts festivities with bad omens and foreshadowing.
All right.
We didn't do this earlier. Probably should have. Can I do a sense motive on the speech that he just gave everybody? Like to see if he's
That Mr. In custody.
yeah. Like was he lying about this massive, ensuing battle, or is it not worth it?
It would be like a perception of did he seem genuine in what he was saying?
Yeah,
Was he
you could, I guess, roll sense motive for that. That's fine.
Okay, and that is just
natural one.
I guess there's not a sense motive check anymore.
15.
Yeah, he seems like he believes exactly what he's saying.
Okay. So he's not bluffing, basically. Yeah, is what I want
As
to get.
far as you can tell.
Yeah, he's not screaming fire in a crowded theater. Like he's actually.
No, he didn't scream fire. He had a very eloquent speech.
It was beautiful.
Did you
Well
not listen to
written,
the
I
last
thought.
episode?
Well written. Yes.
Absolutely.
So, Krish, you have the book.
Yes, book's right here. All we need to do is, we could take it to Jera, or we could hold it hostage. I don't know. I don't know who's allied with who and what's going on anymore.
I
But
think
we have this.
take it back to our employer, wash our hands of it, and plan the next step.
It also makes sense that if things are going south here on Pradzia, the amount of money promised to us could be used to secure safe passage out of here if things get too ugly.
Yes, I agree, my friend, but I am worried that we are handing this book to the wrong people, perhaps. The reputation that she has is not good.
It makes sense if she was countering what the governor was doing, and then this gentleman shows up and he, too, was conflicting that information. So, yeah, it's hard to say what her motives are right now.
We really don't know if she's allied with the burning sea, as it were. Given that those men attacked us in the alley, they clearly know that we have something of value.
And they know who we are and where
But it is
Rusam lives.
Perfectly possible that Jera is not looking to support their cause.
Yes.
Why would they attack us if
Jera was supporting us.
precisely?
Yeah.
Perhaps she knew that this was going to happen and thought to get the book for safekeeping or something. I don't know.
It's possible that she's
Needlessly
it's
complicated.
It might just be
This is a Sam tell, so there could be lots of ins and outs.
any number of things.
But yeah, I mean, Ozramon, as it stands right now, getting the book to Jared, this isn't his fight. You know, like he's been in Prodzia for a week now.
Yeah.
Koresh is pretty much in the same boat where it's just like, man, I don't want to deal with any horse shit right now. I just want to
We can get deeper, or we can offload this book, get paid, and
keep my nose clean and get somewhere where I'm not being fucked with.
Rusam is like allergic to the politics here. You know, he just wants to build ships and
Sure.
sail. He's conflicted because clearly something hinges on who has this book, right?
Yeah.
It's, judging by the speech we heard, it's most likely the land dispute going on. And there's some evidence in this book that's going to be dealing with the land dispute. Mm-hmm. And so giving this to the wrong people might erase evidence of who actually factually has claim to this entire island.
Jared gets the book and just destroys it, like in front of us or something like that. You know,
And that's kind of my thought is like, is Jared going to hold this as essentially like I have the real proof. Neither of you can fuck with me.
Yeah,
is she a completely separate entity outside of
cementing her neutral position.
Yeah.
And while y'all are talking about this, the Prodzian police has kind of put shackles on Elliston and are starting to march him away. And you can see that the governor is just having kind of a hushed conversation with Chief Edgeworth, who has come down.
Did we see the same symbol on his clothing anywhere that we saw on the book and on the thieves?
He proclaimed himself as part of what we had assumed
that's right.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have because you were on the podium and he was standing in front of you facing the other way.
Yeah, I forgot he straight up just said,
sold the show.
Yeah, said. So those were the guys. Yeah, those were the guys that attacked us.
Yeah.
Trying clearly to get this book that they somehow knew that we had, which is another kind of, fuck us, right? Like, how did they have that information?
And clearly they already have agents here. Before this even happened, this was set into motion. So
What
they know.
sense does it make to turn himself in to be arrested?
Could be like the Joker from The Dark Knight.
That's
the first thing I thought of. Sorry.
Clearly going to plant a cell phone in
He's
the crazy
not
man.
concerned about where they are taking him, so clearly he has a means to remove himself from their custody.
Or he just believes so strongly in his ship's fleet captain.
Yes,
Whatever.
he knows he will be freed in
He has
due course.
confidence. Yeah.
Yes.
I must say, I believe our most expedient course of action will be to return this book to Jera and wash our hands of this.
Yes, I would very much like to not be attacked and almost die again. So I do believe
Yes.
that is the best course of action.
This book has already gotten us into a great deal of trouble. So
Let us return to her post haste
Yes.
while we still have the daylight on our side.
And now we just take off Naruto running down the alley.
now I will say, gentlemen,
Sorry, mechanical thing. Who has the highest stealth? Because I was actually looking into action. Sam raised his hands for the listeners at home.
My
have
stealth
a-
is +4.
I have a +1.
I can make a character
Ooh,
for plus
okay.
12,
I'm at
plus
a
15.
spicy 0.
Okay, so yeah, concealing an object is a stealth check. So
Rusam, it would seem best if you took the book for now.
Yes, that is fine. Yes.
Good.
Do I need to roll for stealthing the book, keystering the book?
No.
what it
Do I
is
need to
is
roll for
any,
book
any
extra?
potential
That's stealth
onlookers
plus
would
con.
roll against your
The modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
And no one's looking for it. And also, I can just tell you this: if they just saw you holding a book,
Or just a leather bound. I mean,
it's
a
still
wrapped
wrapped
object.
in
Yeah.
oil.
Oh, look, a nerd with a book.
Yeah,
Who cares?
it doesn't even look like a book. It looks like a
It's
brick
just
of nondescript
yeah.
material.
Are you some kind of fucking nerd?
A man with a chunk of leather.
And no one
It,
likes you.
it would literally make as much sense as that would be so metagaming to be like, what's in the package?
But I mean,
That's the book.
didn't they attack? They attacked him already.
Well, they
No,
attacked us.
I'm talking about the people.
People
Like,
at large.
Gotcha.
Agents attacked us in a dark alleyway. There's a difference between going against us with everyone,
The
including the
town
governor.
folk aren't going to be like, oh, that's the book.
Well, no, I'm not concerned about the town folk.
No, I'm like agents attacking us right now would be muy bad, because
Yeah.
everybody would see, oh, they've got the book, and the governor would be like, shit, they have my property.
Well, and more specifically, what I'm saying is just like the people currently gathered, just ignoring any potential outsiders. It would be the equivalent of you like walking through the mall and someone has like a parcel that's like Christmas
Sure.
wrapped, and you're like,
but that's it.
"What's in the box, man?"
Well, and it's also worth noting that some guy just emerges from the crowd of this festival and starts saying, basically, war is upon you. So it would not be difficult for us to just
Slip away.
Yeah.
duck out while all this is
I'm
happening.
actually kind of surprised there's not more not necessarily like rioting, but like chaos in general.
Well, it just
people,
happened.
people kind of freaking out a little bit.
It just happened. The police
lots of rabble.
immediately descended.
Yeah,
the governor's
rabble.
here.
And that kind of seems to be the case where
I say we just slip out while things aren't quite too frothy.
I would like to thank the governor and
We'll send them a
Falco
note.
as we're headed. I mean, we're standing up there with him, so I might as well shake his
yeah.
hand.
I was about to say y'all are on a podium right now.
Anything,
We're making
see you
our
later.
Yeah, we're making our exit. We don't want to be just like gone.
Hey, where'd those four guys go?
And actually, at this moment, you can see the governor has kind of detached from Chief Edgeworth and has come over to you and just thank you very much for your performance today. It's taken an interesting turn, to say the least.
Governor, who is that man?
I have never seen him before, but
Sense motive.
you can if you want.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, what is it? Just perception?
Yeah.
Oh no, 8.
All right, so you don't know.
Natural 16 is a 20 with the perception modifier.
Yep.
Okay.
14.
It's 22.
Ooh.
Oh, Lord.
So
And the rolls are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ozramon and Cyrus, as far as you can tell, he's being upfront with you.
Genuinely has no idea.
He seems confused by this man, but he kind of, you can see him kind of different from how he's presented himself before, where he's just this very he's this commanding.
Is he shook?
Official, yeah.
Yeah, she's shook.
It's quite shook.
His jimmies are
Ross,
rustled.
yeah.
Ross.
You can see he's kind of like hand wringing a little bit.
His
It's just-
Jameses have been rassled.
If it would not be an issue, I would ask for your company when convenient at the manor.
Do you want us to stop by later?
Yes, please.
Okay. How about this evening around dinner time? I trust you can put out a spread for us.
Of course. But I
like
That is so moochy. Yo, can I get that free food, though?
I have
If you're good at something, don't do it for free.
I like deviled
Got
eggs.
paid
that right?
100 GP for winning this race.
We're winning the race. We haven't done shit for this island.
I have a couple things to attend to, as you might guess, but there are things that I must discuss, and it seems that the four of you could be able to help me in this instance, should you choose to. But in the meantime, I will leave you and go try to handle this.
We will see you for dinner this evening, Your Honor.
Goodbye, Cyrus.
You're very lovely.
Goodbye, Crash and Ozramon.
You actually have not met me yet,
And
personally.
Monk.
Me either.
And Monk.
Monk who
The
wants
only
to
one he's
sleep with my
actually met.
daughter,
I'm
who just hasn't admitted it yet.
This old man is trying to fuck one of my family members.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
Okay.
say any of that. He just
So he cartwheels out of the
Yes.
out of the festival.
thank you
Okay.
once again for helping Goop. He's a lovely member of the community.
Yes, it was our pleasure.
I will bid you adieu.
He mashes his limp hand against us.
Yeah,
and then he raptors off the platform.
sure.
Have to go to the Tumblr for that one.
Yep. So Ozramon is going to turn back to the party and say,
Gentlemen, I believe we should go now. Yes, we have said our goodbyes.
Oh, hey, guys! Hey, guys!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, man!
Falco's like shit hammered drunk, just standing on the beach,
Falco.
hammering Bud Light Platinums the whole time. You're doing it! You're doing it!
They only got 65 calories.
Oh, my God, I can't believe you did it! That was amazing! When his ship exploded, I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life!
Falco, my friend,
Yeah!
your discretion would be appreciated.
Discretion? What are you talking
Hey,
about?
what's that big book you got there wrapped up in that oilcloth?
Looks like an important book.
You won! It's a time for celebration! You're always so fucking dour!
How about you go find us a nice tavern to celebrate in, and we'll meet up with you.
Hey, how about you go find your mother? Spoiler, she's in my room!
Ozramon cast Oatmeal on Falco, which is a spell that produces a bowl of delicious oatmeal in front of him. Grain heavy, lots of carbs will absorb a lot of the alcohol.
Some of that booze.
Yeah.
Ah, oatmeal. I love this.
There's between that and
Chomp,
casting
chomp, chomp.
Chinese food.
No,
Falco, congratulations.
Look, guys, I really appreciate this. You don't know how much this means to me. Goomp is such a he's a special kid, and seeing him this happy, you can see him up there. He's still flexing.
Sure.
He doesn't even care about the crazy guy talking about, taking back the island for the homeland. Like,
Which, by the way, Falco, I have to
Yeah.
ask, do you know anything about that?
no, this guy, he's fucking crazy as far as I can tell.
That seems to be the consensus right now.
Probably some group of pirates looking to scare some people, maybe cause some disarray, make a quick buck. I don't know.
And you've never heard of this burning sea?
Burning Sea, yes.
Not as far as I can remember. To be fair, I mostly just build ships, my man. I'm not a historian.
Most bizarre.
No worries, Mr. Falco.
I don't think anyone would want to read any history book I wrote. Hey, what's that package? That looks kind of like a history book.
Don't worry.
I recast Oatmeal.
Oh,
Just Oatmeal spell. Oatmeal
How
spell.
about this?
Oatmeal spell.
yum yum
How about
yum.
you take our young champion Goomp and show him a good time? We'll catch up.
That's a weird way of phrasing that, Cyrus, but you know what? Look, I'm going to go take the big guy. Maybe have an ale or two. We'll see if he's up for it. Otherwise, maybe some apple juice.
Watch him. He can't hold his liquor quite as well as it would seem.
Yeah, I noticed yesterday. Don't worry. I can hold twice as much for both of us.
Tip in that hand.
But once again, Falco, congratulations. It is, even though Goomp is up there, it is just as much your victory as it is his.
Ah.
That speaks to your coaching and mentoring abilities, I think.
I appreciate that. I think I've done a good job with the boy. Even though
You have.
he can be a little bit slow at times. He's got
That's not fair.
He's got a good heart. He's got a strong arm. And I can't believe I was a little doubtful. Cause don't get me wrong. You guys, I could tell at least a couple of you were pretty good on a boat, but Ozramon, I'm not gonna lie. You didn't look super comfortable when I asked you to take this job.
Yes, because in Osirion, it's not a lot of ocean; it's mostly desert. And
Yeah.
but I appreciate your candidness, and I hope that I did well enough and honored Goomp and you in the process.
I couldn't have hoped for anything more. If any of y'all need anything, you know who to come to. You
Yes.
come to Falco.
Well, I think yes. You go show Mr. Goomp a good time tonight, and perhaps if time affords us the opportunity, we can meet up with you as well.
Sounds good.
Good.
We're going to be up until 9 o'clock playing Uno. It's going to be wild.
I imagine Goomp trying to play Hungry Hippos and just smashing the lever and destroying the entire board
The
game.
entire half. Of the
Goom
board
just eats the
disappears.
marbles.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I am the hungry hippo.
Goop was hungry as hippo.
Yeah.
Goop teeth hurt.
Never beat Goom.
All right. So yeah, off to Jera.
Yeah. Ozermon's going to turn to everyone else and say,
Gentlemen, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Believe so.
10 steps ahead of you.
Sorry, that should have been in character. My bad.
that's okay.
Terrible.
believe so.
Yeah. Cyrus was like 40 feet ahead of us,
Yeah.
waving us on. Yeah.
He's been on his way.
Yeah. So let's go. Let's all grab hands and go and skip all the way up to Jairus.
Skipping to Jared's
La,
house.
la, la.
Okay. So you start to make your way northward towards Jera up the northmost street, which you know is kind of where she resides with the other merchants.
Rusam has the book stashed on his person.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah. So you make your way all the way up. You can see you can kind of hear snippets of conversation of people just like burning seas. I don't want to leave Pradzia. Maybe.
Hey, it's those guys that won that festival just now. Wow.
God.
Oh man.
I don't think anybody cares about us right now. Something much larger.
The guy in the head wrap looks mysterious and cute.
Oh wow.
His body shape is weird, but
They're right. Cyrus really does have like gray skin. That's so unsettling.
God, his head is abnormally small.
And look at that old monk.
That's not canon.
And so yeah, you start to make your way up there. Standing outside, you can see the same guard clothed in black that you spoke with before. He's standing there peeling an apple with a knife because of course he is.
that must be Jeff.
He says, "Oh, I see we have some local celebrities gracing our doorstep. Well done on winning the Apprentice Festival."
Yes, well, I suppose word travels fast in Pradzia.
It does, especially when you work for someone like I do.
Well, all posturing but aside, we need to speak with Jera.
Of course, she has been expecting you. Please, come in. Unless you think you need to roll some sort of check to convince me to let you in, even though I already know you are coming and am ready to let you in regardless.
Yes, I would like to roll a society at -2.
Go for it.
Sense motive to see if he's going to stab us in the back.
It's a 4.
Yeah. It seems like a good idea.
I will still let you in. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, no, we can go in.
Please.
I feel like we're kind of like jumping into the lion's den right now a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We've got no time to prepare.
we've got no time to prepare. We have no idea what's really going to happen in here, nor what's going to happen if we took this book somewhere else. We have no idea what would happen. So
It's a business transaction.
Yeah. And as a
Just play it clean.
yeah, agree. None of us have any. Yeah.
So,
he ushers you in through the foyer, this time not making you wait.
Ooh, VIP privileges.
That's
Shit.
respect right there.
I still glance at all
Some
the nice
first-class
art
Jera
and
house.
stuff on the way through. You can't rob me of that.
It is lovely art, but please, come with me.
Creepy.
Does he do that thing with his fingers? Does he actually do like
Yes.
each individual?
He beckons 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sam's rolling his fingers
Yeah.
all toward him in
Right
pretty much
at
the
JP.
creepiest way possible.
As if he were manipulating invisible stress balls.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Please,
Yes, Jeff, after you, please. Lead the way.
allow me to turn into a bat real quick. And he flies off into the next room.
I'm a druid.
Yeah. Ozermon follows him, steps
Okay.
in behind.
Yep.
So you can see the same kind of dimly lit room, only this time instead of kind of lounging, putting on a little bit of a show of opulence as she was last time. You see Jera standing by a window looking out onto the street. Oh, I've been eagerly awaiting your return. Please, make yourself comfortable. Would anyone like a drink? Or any food?
Yes, I'll have a gin Ricky, please.
Absolutely. Jeff, please. Fetch this man a gin Richard.
A genuine Richard is the proper full name of the gin Ricky.
Could you craft me a Reuben sandwich?
Unfortunately,
A bit Big
our
Mac and
supply of corned beef has been running low. Would turkey serve as a replacement? We have,
Damn you, no!
but we have the sauerkraut as well. I mean, we call it 12 Island dressing.
Oh,
Boom! 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 Boom!
the worst part is that it for sure is not going to get cut out
Nope.
because of the agony that it caused for everyone else. Yeah,
Oh, my
And
brain.
physical pain.
And Jeff arrives with a glass for you that appears to be gin or bourbon with half a lime squeeze. dropped in
Gin
the
or
glass.
bourbon.
why did you look down at your laptop when you rattled that off?
don't
Like
know
you
what
had
you're
that
talking
prepared.
With little or no sugar added.
Because he definitely didn't
Yeah,
Google that.
it's like he looked it up on the fly.
I just assumed Sam had planned for every
Every
conceivable
stupid
thing
joke.
that could happen.
The fact
yeah.
that that's where your mind went instead of he just Googled it, I appreciate
That
that.
speaks well to you.
Yeah.
Ozramon holds the gin Ricky and does not take a sip of it.
Enjoy your drink, Ozramon.
Well, I can't now.
Thank you very much. And he does the
You're welcome.
yeah, the limp, not limp wristed, but just sort of floppy
Yes,
Osirion
you
greeting.
gingerly touch Knuckles.
Yes,
Flaccid knuckles brush each other.
that's right.
Ugh.
Rusam's going to stand in such a manner that his back isn't to the door that just came through.
Okay. I understand you've had an exciting morning.
One could say that, yes.
It is not a small thing to win the Apprentice Festival in Pradzia. Many people think very highly of those who participate.
Especially after Viva nearly killed last night.
Yeah, we made it look so small.
Nearly killed.
It's funny how that happened. I'm still not entirely sure who it was that attacked us, but it was a very, very painful endeavor to make sure that we are here today to discuss this item that you had us gather for you.
Tell us of this burning sea.
I see. Word has also reached me of the man who made a bit of a scene.
Yes, his name was Elliston.
Elliston. That is interesting information. Thank you. The burning sea, so far as I understand it, was the group who occupied this area at one point. And as you might expect, I see you're all intelligent individuals and a half-orc.
Rude.
Got him.
Oh, I'm sorry, Crush. Don't worry about it.
We are all people, more or less. He glares at Krish.
This is...
What is this sudden racism?
Oh, no.
I keyed.
Half-orcs can be very smart. Some of them. So, what I wanted with the book, as you might expect, is more information. Because, not to tip my hand too much, I had received some word that a band of rebels was looking at taking Pradzia.
Do you think that they have a chance of succeeding in this endeavor?
They seem awfully confident.
It is sadly outside of my web of information.
Roll perception to see if she's
Well, hell, what good are you?
lying about that.
I mostly just go things in Prodsy. I don't really know what's going on outside.
I just read.
I'm a
the Gazette
nationalist.
Like everybody else.
No, you go ahead and roll perception.
Okay. Alrighty. That's an 8.
Oh, you don't know.
My man.
Yeah.
So, if I were to guess, that would probably be by you were attacked the other night is infiltrators from this group seeking to keep their plans under wraps until their grand entrance at the Apprentice Festival.
Yes,
What would they?
How would they know where to find us? Or that we had acquired anything at all?
My guess is the same way I know just about it, everything.
Eyes everywhere.
Spies, espionage.
We are very bad about rolling perception and stealth checks everywhere we go. We just don't do it.
We might have plenty of ideas about who might be behind these people, but it's also perfectly possible that they literally just have spies there that saw us do stuff.
Maybe.
What, Jara? What would they have to gain from us not knowing what is in this book?
As best as I could guess, it's the same reason why I wanted the book in the first place. I heard whispers and wanted more information, and anyone who has information could be a potential weakness for their plan.
Do you feel as if you are threatened by this takeover? It seems you have a good thing going.
What is your stake in this?
I have always been good at adapting. I would like to see the current government go on, as my station is relatively secure. But should the tides change, I will change with them. And that is why I wanted this book. All pretense thrown aside, I want to do a little research and see if there's anything mentioned that could help me gain more information about this burning seas.
Knowledge is power.
That's been my motto for many years.
The more you know.
And in this case, it is entirely likely that it is just some band of pirates sailing on an old flag in order to conjure demons of Prodsia's past. But if there is any truth to it, I pride myself on knowing before not knowing would cause me any sort of issues.
So, Mistress Jara,
Yes.
where does this leave us?
Well, you have brought me what I asked for. I will pay you, and then you may be on your way.
Might we take a look at this book sometime, under your supervision, of course?
My guess is you've already taken a look at it.
We may need a better look. We would share anything we find with you, of course.
We have been very busy lately.
I'm sure.
We would appreciate more time.
Many responsibilities have been foisted upon our party.
Roll diplomacy.
Sure. That's not gonna be good.
18.
It's an 8.
As it stands, I think it would be best for all of us to part ways. Here is your reward. Please. Take this and accept an amicable split. Here is your money. And she summons Jeff.
What did she agree to pay us?
100 gold.
90 gold now because you took 10 in order to buy clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We got an advance.
That
I believe it was
90 apiece,
platinum
right?
also, wasn't gold.
Yeah. Yeah, push your luck, Ozramon.
Yeah.
I believe it was entirely in diamonds.
100
Here.
diamonds.
Here is your gold, gentlemen. Enjoy wisely.
That's not foreboding.
Okay, thank
Clink,
you,
clink,
money
clink,
woman.
clink.
Rusam will look pointedly at each of his fellow party members. And, I mean, essentially he's looking for confirmation to go ahead and unkeister the book.
Yep. I mean,
Well.
Ozramon reluctantly nods.
Cyrus is going to give him a nod, like, come on then.
Yep.
Go ahead and do it.
And Rusam will pull the oilcloth from the back from the back of his vest, and
And it's actually a box set of 50 Shades of Grey trilogy.
and
I believe this is what you requested.
HD DVD.
carefully walk over and place it on her desk. I'm assuming she's sitting at a desk or has a desk.
Well, she was standing in front of a window,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she's got a little side table that you set it down on.
She was at a pull-up bar.
You
The whole time.
put it at her feet and then back away on hands and knees.
Finally, someone who shows respect. I appreciate your help with this. And I can offer you this. Come see me maybe in a few days' time. And if I have found anything of use, I would be willing to share it with you.
Fair enough.
No bullshit.
Oh, I don't need to roll a perception check.
No
She said-
perception check on
she
that.
said no bullshit, so.
Everybody knows that that's 100% truthful all the time.
Word.
With that, I believe our business is concluded.
Indeed. Thank you again, gentlemen. And congratulations on your victory in the festival.
Yeah. I mean, if we've got our money, like we said, business concluded, Ostermon's going to start making his way to the door.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Rusam will lovingly touch the banisters as he's.
God's a good one.
Caress those banisters.
Get your fucking hands off my banisters!
You dirty monk. I've seen what you do with those hands.
Well,
You seduce governors' daughters with those hands.
Punch people's chest cavities open.
those are registered weapons.
Yeah, it also, cripple street thieves and stuff like that.
Basically, whatever the plot calls of them.
Sure.
Straight murder.
All right. So, if there's nothing else, y'all can just head towards the
Skedaddle.
entrance.
Yep.
All right. So, y'all are back on the kind of northern streets over near Jera's house. What is your itinerary?
Well, Ozermon wants to go to the strip club because he's got was it 100 gold or silver pieces?
It was 100 copper pieces.
We
Man, we
got-
really got undersold.
she
so just in the last
totally
like
screwed us.
Ask
Like
again, and it's 50 copper
hour or
pieces.
so.
Oh, Jesus.
We got 100 gold from the Apprentice Festival, and we got 90 apiece, I believe, from Jera.
That's correct.
I can already hear the fucking comments just like, that's so much gold.
That seems like a lot.
I agree, but
Honest-
it's what I said, and I'm sticking to
You know what, though? I actually looked this up in the rule book, and an SP, a silver piece, equates to 1/10 of a gold piece.
Yeah. Yep.
So basically, if you think about it, by each of us getting 100 gold pieces, that's like $1,000 each for winning like a citywide sailing
A
festival.
giant festival thing.
That's not that's not ridiculous.
and committing crime against the head of the government.
Also, we're in an island nation.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
islands tend to be more
kind of gloss
expensive.
over that part.
There was no intent to harm, so it was just a burglary.
That's still a crime.
Anyway, all these gold points are burning a hole in my pockets.
You want to go buy shit? Let's go buy shit.
Let us shop.
Yes, at the
All right, so everyone just, listeners, close your eyes. Imagine a man wrapped all in cloth, a pallid man who is like
Cyrus.
Wrapped partially in cloth.
wrapped partially in cloth,
Clothed, if you will.
a half orc with the right arm of a baby,
That's why I've been covering it this whole time. This is the baby arm.
and
Oh, he's got baby arm.
and an old monk who has no interest in governor's daughters.
None
And they
whatsoever.
are walking through the streets hand in hand, arms wide with bags lined with goods
Uptown girl.
and provisions. And the shopping montage commences.
Gasoline fight.
Oh, I buy a pair of cotton sweatpants that say "juicy" on the butt.
All right.
Actually, I buy 7
Juicy
pairs,
plus
so
2.
I don't have any money left
Yes,
because I bought all.
those replace your verbs very well.
Yeah,
So to pull back the veil of what we're doing, that's the sound.
the,
of
the veil has
veil.
an oddly fleshy quality.
It's
to
a
it.
flesh veil.
It's a flesh veil.
Mucosal.
I had the fellas do some shopping off camera,
Yes.
and they have purchased some things. I don't need to know like the basics you got, but is there anyone get anything like cool?
Yes.
All right, anyone but Ozermont?
Anybody
hold
but-
on, no.
But Andrew, yeah.
Okay, everyone else go, then I'll go last.
You'll go last.
Yeah, last.
You know what? I
being-
can't take it anymore. I got 2 minor healing potions, and I also bought fishing tackle, fishing pole, and
Really?
sorts of
Game
things.
changer.
I figure, if we're going to be on the high seas for any extended period of time,
You don't know that.
man's going to need to fish.
Yeah, you don't know that.
There's lots of ocean around,
Rusan picked up a sword and several javelins.
All right.
He was concerned about the inability to do any kind of damage while he was on the ship.
That's a fair point. I imagine.
Did you factor in your bulk?
Yes, I did. He also picked up 4 life potions because he's looking out for his friends.
There we go.
Yeah,
Life potions.
Sorry,
Cure lights.
cure minor, or yeah.
Potion of minor healing.
Cool.
Yeah.
The lid.
A bit of a reckless shopper, is he not?
Some HP shooters.
Elixir of life minor because they're 3 gold apiece. So yeah.
Plus whipped cream. That's
Kresh also was a little bit worried about his inability to do range damage, and as a result picked up a composite longbow so that he can actually channel strength into that, as well as some minor healing potions. Just 3 though.
All right.
And Cyrus bought that poster of Rob Lowe that's from the what's that vampire movie with Kiefer Sutherland from the 80s?
Oh,
Lost
no.
Boys.
Lost Boys?
Lost
Yeah.
Boys. How dare you?
It's a deep
A,
reference.
how dare you struggle with the name of that? And B, how dare you eavesdrop on Cyrus?
How dare you read my diary again?
I've told you about this. Stop reading my diary. The lock is on there for a reason.
All right.
But
So
no,
we got a Rob Lowe poster.
Yeah, no. Cyrus actually
That's
bought
official.
a scribe kit. It's
Nice.
ink and paper and all kinds of writing stuff, and a scroll case in which to keep scrolls. He started writing down his thoughts a little bit.
Sorry, I think you might have misheard me. I was asking people for the interesting things they got. And
I bought a fishing pole.
I bought a pen and paper.
Hey, you just wait and see what he does with them.
It's okay. Ooh.
gauntlet
Episode
has been
75. He throws a scroll case at a dragon,
Yeah.
and it works for some
guarantee-
reason.
I will have some form of poem for you for next episode.
Oh, wonderful. That's what this
podcast needs is
The-
more flowery language.
The scroll
Yep.
case serves as a nice like a foam roller for if you have like sciatica, if you've got any sort of nerve damage or stuff like that.
just crick in the neck.
Just a crick in the neck.
Just scroll case that. All right. So we've done some shopping. We'd say it's right around maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock right now. What is y'all's next step?
I believe we had an obligation we had an appointment for dinner with the governor.
Wash up in whatever communal water barrel is available, and
That's just the ocean.
yeah, we can splash some salt water behind our ears and head over to dinner.
Yeah, I mean he wanted us to swing by, and
How do your pants look?
Decent.
Thank you.
I was gonna say sub decent actually.
Probably less than decent, honestly.
That's like a fort
What a-
save, I think.
What a Faux pose.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, since Ozermon and everyone else has picked up this gear, honestly, he's kind of itching to get to the governor's place to talk to him, because what happened was some really weird shit went down at this festival, and then he was like, by the way, guys, if you could just come talk to me about all
Just
this
come by and
evening,
chill.
I have some shit to tell you.
We need some context.
He's
real
actually just
quick.
trying to get into Rusam's
so
pants.
the whole time while Ozermon is shopping and looking at different eyeliner, makeups, and designer gloves, and bedazzled shirts and such shit like that, he was really just wanting to get to the governor's place.
It makes sense, especially because even two of you who lived in Prodzia, you had never heard of the Burning Seas, whoever they are.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've had your conversation with Jera, and that didn't exactly give you a ton of information. So you're kind of in this weird middle situation where something is up, but as far as getting more information about it, governor might be the best option.
Well, yeah, and he's going to have some insight into this. It was obvious by the way things shook out that he might not know the specifics of what they are doing here, but he's got some inkling as to what's going on for
Yeah.
sure.
His father founded the country, so
Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Intrigue.
according to the history we've learned.
Yeah. So yeah, if we're all done shopping, then Ozermon is gonna do that weird thing where you show up to a date an hour early and just sit in the parking lot sweating.
Yeah. Been there.
Staring at your
Stand
phone,
outside.
Yeah.
scrolling.
Yep.
Oh, I just got here. How are you doing? It's like, why are you yelling?
Stop giving me a mirror into the past 3 years.
Yeah.
I did that and ended up married, so
There you go.
figure that one out.
So yeah, if
Gentlemen, if you are ready and we've all got our various shopping done, be it fishing tackle or alchemical items, composite bows, what have you, then I'm ready to go to the governor's.
Posters of Rob Lowe. Yes.
Posters of Rob Lowe.
Nice
Yes.
bunny slippers.
Yes, whatever you have.
Very cute.
Yeah. They have a Louis Vuitton here. That's fascinating, actually.
And so you arrive at the gate to the governor's mansion. The guard kind of swings it open for you.
there's blood everywhere.
Yep. Sorry, I was just slaughtering this chicken for dinner. Yeehaw!
It was a big chicken.
He got away from me.
It's a fantasy land, so the chickens are the size of horses.
They're all steroid chickens.
Prodzia, the home of the 20-foot tall chicken.
Yep.
That's right. I forgot that was the nickname of this place.
It is.
Prodigy brought to you by Tyson.
So you start to make your way up. You can see the governor's mansion looking a little bit less decorative than the last time you were there, obviously, as the last time was a party. And right now it's just kind of just a big old house.
It's normal baller instead of being
Big baller.
crazy big baller.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so once you get there, a manservant kind of opens the door. Yes, please. Join us in the dining room for dinner.
Yes, gladly. It would be our pleasure. But first, I must ask, what is wrong with your spine, sir?
Oh, there's no issue with my spine.
It's curved like a question mark right now.
I was bred this way as the perfect servant.
Oh, Jesus
I
Christ.
spent many years as a cook on the sailing ships, and at one point my back got tied in the rigging, and then one thing led to another, and there we go.
You really dredged up some painful shit.
I've been trying to forget that for years, young man.
The failed old clone from Clone Wars.
Ozramon, through his laughter, Ozramon apologizes.
Oh, it's no problem. I am but an unnamed NPC who will cease to exist once you stop interacting with me. I was happy to have this conversation.
Yes.
Player character.
Yes, it was a pleasure speaking with you, Ricky Brokeback.
Who said that? Were you speaking to someone, Ozramon?
Never you mind.
The hole is empty.
Onward and upward.
There's the intrigue.
That's the intrigue of the entire episode.
Whoa, dude!
Oh my god!
But yes, if you could lead us to the dining hall, that would be fantastic.
Of course.
Oh, God, it's hideous to watch.
Just through that door, first door on the right.
I'm not sure who this is more painful for.
He turns aside.
For sure him.
And you can just hear like a as his fucking back cracks all of the spine.
Definitely him.
I'll follow you there. Don't worry.
Yes.
Please trouble yourself no more, my good man.
Oh, it's no trouble, young man.
Oh, dear.
Ooh.
Oh no!
I found a penny. I'm sorry. I found a copper piece.
There we go.
So yeah, you make your way to the dining room. You can see a modest spread set out. 5 quails, 2 turkeys, 5 boars, 2 boars' heads, which is interesting.
You call this a modest spread?
Are they different boars than the body and the head? Or is different boars?
No, there's like some roast beef, some chipotle chicken.
Yes, it is actually catered by
Brought to you by
insert
Boar's
company.
Head. Boar's Head.
And so you see there's food aplenty laid out, and the governor is there. Oh yes, please come in. I am very happy that you took my invitation.
And where is your lovely daughter? No.
She's hiding from you.
Yeah, right.
Rissam does not even say hello. Just ask,
Where your girl at?
where your daughter at? Amira! Get down here, girl!
My very lovely governor, where is your very lovely daughter?
Our monk wishes to inseminate one of your line, be it you or your daughter.
Oh.
Governor, you seem to be in better spirits than when we saw you earlier.
Oh, that's just a front I'm putting on to deal with the impending doom.
Crushing pain.
Crushing weight of
I have a deception of -18.
so much responsibility.
All of my mistakes have come back to haunt me.
But please,
None more than letting that book out of my sight.
wonderful crew from the Apprentice Festival, sit, eat. I am more than happy to accommodate anything you might need in the meantime.
Crest just
Or
starts
just
digging
stand
in.
there and
Stand there,
look
yeah.
at me.
Stare at him awkwardly.
Honestly, in Ozramon's defense, this would also be my reaction if I was randomly invited to the governor's house to have dinner. I would just
Stare at all the food.
stand at the end of the room and be like, "So do I sit now, or okay?
Which fork is which?
Is there a pork fork?" So Ozramon is going to, take a seat at the table.
Oh, wonderful.
As does Crash. He just starts digging into
Yeah,
the food.
Russam's going to just chow down because he hadn't eaten all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cyrus is already at the table,
Yeah.
halfway through course one.
Now that you've eaten my poison food.
Yeah, I was waiting.
Shit!
Oh, JK. I have
shovels the
invited
vomit.
you here because I need semen in order.
I swear to God, if that gets cut, I fucking quit the podcast. Keep it in.
I need able semen in
Not getting
order
Better.
in order to perform a task which now presents itself before me.
It's a real sticky one.
No.
There's a book I need a copy of. I can't find it in my library.
I've lost
Sail across the ocean looking for it.
the entire campaign. It's just us dishing the book back and forth between Chair and the governor.
Sorry, we're getting punchy.
I've lost my book again. Yes, Governor, what would you have us do?
I know it is much to ask of you.
Like Rusam's talking with his mouth full. He's
Oh, what a surprise. The monk is the one being interruptive.
That is indeed a word. The governor said it, so now it is.
In any case, what I need you to do, should you agree to undertake the assignment, is to transport my daughter safely away from Prodzia.
You fear for her safety?
I do.
With the Burning Sea, well, apparently whoever they are, making their approach?
The Burning Sea is a name that has haunted this household for years. Now, there is every possibility that this is just some mercenary group taking the name, knowing that it would, in some way, affect me in this way. But if the threats are true, then I cannot guarantee her safety.
Your daughter, does she know of this plan to take her away?
She does.
And she agrees with it?
She will in time. It is only for a short while this is sorted out.
Well, Your Honor, 2 questions.
I'll give you one. And then a second.
First, do you have a ship with which we can spirit your daughter away? And secondly, what does this pay?
The ship would be supplied, yes. I would have one of my master boat builders give you a ship in order to make this trip safely. As far as the pay, I could offer anything in order to keep my daughter safe. Be that housing, ships, titles, money.
Give us 1 day.
Of course. In the meantime, is there anything you would like to know?
I would like to know why the Burning Sea is such a Jabberwocky to your family.
The Burning Sea is the name of the group that took Prodzia at one point from my father. When he was establishing Prodzia, it was but a fishing village. They are pirates and mercenaries, and they came and took the land by force. At the time, this included my father losing my mother underneath their cannons and swords and gunfire. And if they have returned, I fear I might suffer the same fate and must take precautions as a result.
Well, as it stands, we obviously need some time to make sure this is the best path for us to take your daughter on this little voyage to avoid any kind of ill fate for her.
Of course.
But we do need to. I need to know what you think the Burning Sea at this point represents. Do you have any idea what kind of fleet Prodzia is looking at?
At this point, could be any number. Back in the day, they were relatively small but vicious. At least the stories I have been told from my father indicated as such. But at this point, it could be a small group or large enough to succeed in their goals.
Does Prodzia have the military might to stand up to them if they are that large?
We will try.
And if you fail,
then I will likely not have another conversation with you. But at that point, I know my daughter would be safe.
what will become of Pradya?
That is not something that I could know.
How about this? If we decide to take this quest upon us of yours, we'll meet you at the docks at high noon tomorrow.
That is fine with me. I will be there, if nothing else.
Well, maybe we'll see you.
Maybe. In the meantime, enjoy the food. And he kind of gets up and walks away.
Well, gentlemen, what do you make of it?
Free boat.
Free boat?
Free boat.
Rusam?
Clearly there is trouble coming, and we have no other way out of Pradya. My ships are not complete. We cannot take one of our vessels. We cannot possibly embroil poor Goomp in this trouble. So I do fear for him if he is left behind at the same time.
Of course.
And very clearly the governor is quite worried. I do not think this Elliston man makes an idle threat. I believe we should take all opportunity to flee.
And we do not know where we are going.
At this point, gentlemen, I believe we should finish our sup at this juncture and gather our items, meet back at the rotting bachelor ditch of Rusam, and then plan tomorrow morning.
Rusam pointedly ignores you and just keeps eating.
Yeah, it's like Crash finishes his food and just kind of gets ready to leave.
Yes, it seems that will do.
So you finish up eating. Oh, let me get these plates out of the way.
Oh, God.
Please don't. Get someone else.
No, I can do it. And he slowly, takes about 30 minutes, gets everything cleared off, at which point the governor comes back in and is like, once again, thank you for coming and at the very least hearing my proposal. I look forward to your answer tomorrow. And if there is more information, you know where I will be.
Is it here?
Or on the docks, where we agreed to meet.
Yes, that's right.
That's the other place.
The place we mentioned earlier, very hush-hush.
Yes, well, gentlemen, shall we?
Let us go.
You have again been a very lovely host, sir. I thank you.
I just hope it's not my last hosting gig.
Oh, how I like hosting.
Save the waterworks for the dock in the morning.
Good point, Cyrus. I will meet you tomorrow at the dock. Huzzah! Slam.
Cool.
Ow, my nose.
And he jumps
'Cause
from
it's
the
so
dining
big.
room up through the roof into his bedroom on the second floor.
He's a werewolf.
Yeah.
So you start to make your way back towards the
Back to Rusam's place.
back to the sweaty man shack or whatever we called it.
Yeah, riding
Smells
back
like
like
nut.
Yeah.
Very neat, tidy home
You've been in a dude's house before.
of Rusam.
So you make it back there. You've got a warm fire burning in the stone hearth.
You left that on while we were gone?
No, you start it up.
Waste of gas.
He turns the gas nozzle. You hear a click, 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 click. Whoosh. The pilot light went out. Is there anything else y'all want to do tonight?
Nah.
Actually, yes.
Do it. Masturbate?
I don't think there was a
Fort
lot
safe.
of. I don't think there was a lot of damage done, but
Just ignore that one, I guess.
I don't
Ozerman
think
would
we-
like. Ozerman would like to
Jesus.
spend an hour doing treat wounds on everyone to
we-
get him back.
Actually take any real damage, though, since we had the,
No, we didn't.
bubble on us?
Actually, I thought someone took 2. I'm pretty sure.
I got hit, but
In
I
the
didn't know.
Apprentice Festival?
Nobody,
Yeah.
No.
nobody
But
ever
no actual damage.
exceeded
Yeah, that
their,
was what the bubble was for.
their
Okay.
bubbles. Yeah, everybody's like,
Lucky for y'all, none of your bubbles
Good.
ever broke. And so
Yeah.
you didn't get to see the awesome mechanic that I had written up when that happened.
It was good to be cool.
You basically would have been tased.
yeah,
Okay.
And it would have been fucking hilarious. Especially if it
Would've
had
been.
happened to Crash.
If we hadn't kicked so much ass.
I mean, yeah.
we're just far too
yeah,
good.
y'all
at this
kicked
game.
so much ass.
It's not that other teams did bad, it's that we did really good.
yes, definitely.
Sorry for dominating.
Yeah.
telling
Well, yeah, in that
ourselves
case, if there's nothing else to do, then Ozerman is going to say his prayers to Pharasma, call it an evening.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep, going to bed.
All right. The moon moves across the darkly lit sky over the ocean, only ceding its journey to the rising of the sun. And with the rising of the sun comes newfound powers as the players advance to level 2!
So unexpected.